You know what's good? You know what's good? You're live on the air here. We got Cameron Stone Osborne coming up on high. You got the high new album coming out here. We got a beat coming up for y'all. Y'all ready for this? Uh, 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 just wait on your vibes, baby. Uh, uh, uh.
Uh.
uh, uh,
Uh. Uh. Uh.
uh, 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 We're back to school. We're breaking all the rules. Talking about the virus. I'm Cyrus from Trailer Park Boys. Cyrus.
My name and I'm Jacob.
Jacob.
Also from Trailer Park Boys.
Also from Trailer Park Boys.
Sitting here with the rest of the cast, like Sarah.
Rest of the cast, like that. Wow.
And Lucy, hey, Lucy,
Hey,
yeah,
just
Lucy, and Trinity, Trin,
Hose down.
Trin.
Hose up, hose down. Wow, that was incredible. You said you have an album coming out?
Fresh to drop, title exclusive.
That's the title?
No, it's exclusive to Tidal.
Oh.
It's not, the title is not exclusive. It is title exclusive, but is not titled exclusive.
Continuing tonight on Two C's in a Pod. 96.7 on your
Two C's in a pod, 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 two C's just like two C's in a pod, two C's because we're two C's in a pod, just like two C's in a pod, two C's in a pod at gmail.com.
And starting up the new show here, we'll be coming up with traffic weather shortly after this, but first we have our two co-hosts that I will be handing this over to. It's Cameron Osborne and Cam Osborne for another hour of Two C's in a Pod. Take it over, folks.
That's right. We were just introduced, Cameron Osborne and Cam Osborne. Cam, now this is big. Welcome to Two C's in a Pod. This is big. I'm sitting here. My name is Cameron Osborne, and to avoid confusion, Cam, this is big news. You changed your name to Osborne also?
Is that what they said?
I think that's how that was. That was how that was introduced, and I did hear something about kind of going through the company memos earlier on in the week that to truly avoid confusion, you just change your last name.
Well, there was the tax memo that got then sent out by Peter Lade, stating that if we legally change our names, there would be some tax breaks in it for us. So.
Yeah, it's kind of like you know how you can't try someone for the same crime twice
Unless you're bi.
That's an amendment. Not many people know. In 2020, you would be a new person. That being said, Cam, you and I are taking advantage of a similar
loophole,
sort of tax loophole. That's exactly it. And because of that, our business dealings, they're through the roof. Because you're listening to Season of Pod, of course. This is one of the biggest podcasts here on the network, on the Two Season of Pod network, of course.
Yeah, possibly in the world. I think we're charting some tops. It's getting crazy.
It's getting.
I can't even go to get groceries anymore. People are just like, "Is that the voice of the? Is that the golden voice that I hear on the radios?"
Yeah, and that's true. That and you got that, and I think they're mainly calling you that. You got Cam. You got that big tattoo across your back, golden voice.
Got that in the joint.
Sort of a name that you gave to yourself. I don't really remember anybody really giving it to you. You sort of gave it to yourself, and now people are really responding.
People like it. Yeah, remember that guy that was homeless that had the golden radio voice? That was a thing for a bit.
No, was this you're talking probably like a common interest story of someone with just a fantastic voice?
Yeah, it was like one of those guys on the side of the street. He's like, I'll say your name for like any money, like God bless, and he's like, say it. He's like, you're listening to 697 YJFM, and we got a special caller in Dave Novinsky. Dave, what's going on today? Just like my voice. That's why they called him the Golden Soldier.
That's what
they call me.
That's why, yeah, because you had the little kind of cover tattoo cover up where it did say Golden Voice, and then you kind of had voice hastily drawn over.
Yes, it's Golden Soldier.
And then kind of written Soldier right underneath, kind of as like a little footnote. Man, a lot happened to you, Cam, in the last week.
In the joint.
This week you spent. Now, does this have something to do with kind of what we were talking about last week, Cam? Was your just your ongoing situation as a sex addict? Of course, then you sort of spent time away in the clink, as it were, shortly after. Cam, are the two related in any way?
We don't like to get into our past too often, but I made some good friends in the joint, and when you're in there, it's a little bit different. What's that old saying go? If it's not gay, if it's for pay. What was it? There's a few different ones.
Now, Cam, this is interesting because this is the third or fourth time now you kept referring to this as the joint. I do know there is that new
keeping it tight.
All-male strip club, which is just opened downtown, also called The Joint. I've noticed you just kind of referred to your time this week as that.
Listen, have I been inside? Maybe. I don't know. Who knows? That's all I'm saying.
Okay. God, we would love to catch up on that later on in the week. But we've got a great week here of the podcast coming up.
Big week plan today. We got some games to play. We might have a March Madness bracket. We might have a little free on Kijij. And we have to remember that this week is number 37. Am I right about that?
37, baby.
The official Dave Steeb number.
Cam, before we entered the studio, I am donning my very own autographed Dave Steeb jersey. It fits way too tight. But that's it.
Do you remember what year he played?
Oh God. I remember he has a World Series ring, but not because he won it, kind of because he left that year and we were like, you're good.
You're fine with us, yeah. I like that when teams are able to make that decision. Like, who else should we give a ring to? And it must feel like quite a bit of a pity ring though. Like, or are they calling up the teammates and being like, hey fellas, do you guys think you can get me one of those? It's like, you asked to be traded.
You demanded a trade, sir. No, I'm pretty sure he got injured.
Well, that's a different story. But like, remember the Raptors last year? They were like, can we give one to? I don't even remember who it was. You remember better than I do.
Are you talking Jonas Valanciunas?
Possibly, yeah.
Or DeMar DeRozan?
Possibly DeMar DeRozan.
DeMar DeRozan. Yeah, that's exactly it. No, and I think Dave Steeb falls into that camp. 37. I think, God, you came in hot with 35, and I think you immediately forgot again for 36.
Yeah, no, I will repeatedly do that.
So this is more just kind of like when we
remember, as are things.
Or Cam, maybe, I think I should maybe let you take the reins on this. This can be your thing.
Oh, you weren't kidding. You actually have a Steve jersey.
I wasn't kidding. Oh, yeah, I turned around real quick right there, folks. I'm facing the whiteboard this week as I was last week. The whiteboard, of course.
You want to show me his hot ass implants.
Of course, still also, by the way, due to, of course, the recent influx of money the Two Seasons Pod podcast has gotten, I've gotten a few enhancements to myself.
Yeah, just it's a permanent butt plug, if you're wondering. Keeps everything tight.
Because
always growing.
The way I think about it, if I'm only eating good nutrients, therefore there would be nothing for my body to expel. Only eat the good stuff.
That's an idea.
If you're only eating like broccoli, then you're fucking good.
Well, we switched Darla's diet recently from a raw food to kibble. Very different poops. Very different poops.
I mean, you are what you eat, Cam. You are what you eat.
What if you eat clam all the time?
Then you'd shit a pearl.
Ooh, I like that idea.
Isn't that's how it works, right?
That's how you make pearls, baby. Good shit.
That is exactly, but like we said, we have a great show. The interview with Brad Pitt that we've all been talking about a lot lately.
And then his porn colleague, Brad Pitt.
Of course.
They're starring in the same movie.
Yeah, this is kind of like a Johnny Depp situation. Kind of like what, new trend actors kind of getting their porn aliases as their stunt doubles.
Tom Spanks.
Yeah, more of these. I'm sure there has to be dozens of these. Cam, of course, our screenplay for Little Gangbangers is coming along pretty well still. Still kind of chugging through this season as we're trying to give it 10 episodes. We're talking to the Stranger Things kids.
Stranger Things. These guys are weirdos. I do not buy into that show.
And that's why we're hoping that the Little Gangbangers series can maybe change people's minds about those performers, right?
Let's see terrible typecasting.
Really seeing them in gritty roles.
Who do you think has the least typecasted person? It's probably just an extra, isn't it?
Just someone. Someone.
Before one day he's a construction worker, the next day he's just like a guy eating dinner. Next day he's a mailman. You're like, oh, I can play literally anything.
You could do the entire Village People act. One day you do construction, the next day you're a cop.
Is that Hungry Like the Wolf? Did you do that one?
No.
Double check that one, folks. Send us an email.
Send us an email. Yeah, twoceesinapod@gmail.com. The inbox is flooding. And who sang Hungry Like a Wolf? Was it Village People like Cam thinks, or
Slipknot.
not like Cam Osborne thinks? Let us know. Speaking of that email address, Cam, I got some great news.
What do we got?
We've got an email.
Dear twoceesinapod@gmail.com. Stop plugging your email all the time. Nobody is going to write you.
We got an email. We got a yeet mail.
This one, of course, yeah, you know where to reach us, twoceesinapod@gmail.com. This one comes from Lehman. The subject line says, "Good day to you," which is fantastic. Good day to you too, Cam.
Good day to you.
Good. Oh yeah, it could be. Good
day to you. I tip my hat.
Could be coming from the United Kingdom. Yeah, we don't know. Let's read on.
Let's read on.
Where the email says, "Good day to you. Please, I need your kind assistance. I will be very glad if you can assist me to receive the sum of $22 million into your bank account for the benefit of both our families. Reply me if you are ready to receive this fund." Well, Cam, the world has been, the outpour over the Two Seasons Pod charitable organizations has been huge ever since this podcast has been going on. Of course, we're 37 episodes in, but the amount of work we're able to do with such donations around has really changed the world.
Yeah, we're planning on making a fund for underprivileged kids to getting to chewing tobacco.
Yes, we're working with Skoll on this one.
Yeah, some big plans ahead. There might be an opportunity for very wealthy people to actually, do. I don't. Maybe we shouldn't talk about that one.
Well, Cam. I mean, yeah. Of course, we don't have to talk. We don't have to talk about every. We don't have to pat ourselves on the back, Cam. This isn't.
Oh, it has to do with an island. Okay, it has to do with an island. I can say that much.
This isn't some kind of self-fulfilling show where two cis white men just sit around and talk about themselves, Cam. No, this is delayed radio where we are looking to make a change. That being said, though. All I'm going to say about this matter, thank you, Lehman, of course, for putting this money directly into our accounts. This will really help with a lot of the work that we do here at the show. All I got to say is...
Mazel tov.
And you haven't seen the real Fight Island.
Right.
That's
you
all
ain't
I'm
seen
gonna say.
nothing yet.
That's all I'm gonna
as
say.
they said in the famous band Led Zeppelin.
Let us know at twoseasonspod@gmail.com. Did Led Zeppelin sing the song "You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet"?
Nothing yet.
Let us know. God, Cam, we need a phone line for moments like this, because this would be one of those moments where, like the phone is ringing off the hook.
Oh, I get a lot of phone calls. I just say no to them.
You're getting phone calls over there. You're getting phone calls over there?
Yeah, I post my number everywhere.
Everywhere, eh?
Yeah, I had a call this morning from Boston.
Okay. And how are they down in Beantown?
At Beantown, they were quite upset about our last episode.
Mm-hmm.
There was some harsh words, especially after the Bruins got knocked out of the playoffs. Patriots aren't doing so hot. Who are the Celtics? I don't know. There's things to be angry about.
And just being from the Northeast.
Yeah, it's starting to get cold.
Very angry place to begin with.
Yeah, I'm still in my heart and soul.
Oh, Jesus.
I want to ask you, I heard you're a TV celebrity now.
Cam, now, the dictionary defines...
Merriam-Webster, can we get a quick briefing on this
can
one,
we get the
please?
Merriam-Webster folks in here? The dictionary... okay, so they say that a celebrity is the state of being well-known.
Is that true?
Apparently.
You sure about that?
When I say I'm well known, I'm known. There are people who know me. Like, you can't deny that. I'm a
denier.
That's just a straight up fact. Am I well known?
I feel like there's a now but or to the statement.
Mm-hmm. But am I well known? I certainly wouldn't say that I'm well known, Cam.
Can I ask this? Were you on television in the past few days?
There is now, as we all know, DNA forensic evidence has come has come miles from where it once was, We can all agree on that, right? And certainly photographic forensic type where they can enhance in on photos and determine skin pigmentation and contours and things like that. Were such technology to be used, could I be seen? Sure, but couldn't we all?
I feel like you're doing the old politician roundabout.
Couldn't we all? And that's my statement. Thank you.
All right, so it looks like we're getting some straight answers out of him. Email in to twoceasinapod to figure out what I'm talking about. I guess we're leaving this one a secret for another day.
I've been advised to plead the fifth.
Plead the fifth? I believe in pleading the 69th, baby. Let's go.
Baby.
Bringing it into our next segment, the old March Madness bracket. Cam, I think we all know the game.
We all know the game because it relies on the intricate workings of bracketry and a general kind of mostly pop culture knowledge that requires, because it's mostly us comparing things that exist in the real world. So Cam, that's the best definition I think I got this week. I'm real excited to play another round.
And I think we gave some insight into what the game would be last week. This week is the top 8 adult film parody names. Some of them starring Johnny Depp, some of them with Tom Spanks.
We have and the Two Season Pod not safe for radio show. really stuck in this porn phase when it comes to this March Madness game. I think this may be
They're fun because they're so silly.
this may be the fourth porn-related game. I can't remember.
Well, you started it.
I
I'll say that
started it.
much.
I did. I do know I started it.
I'll come and finish it, if you know what I mean. All right. Round one, and this one's a doozy here. We had the 1990s classic that actually maybe I can get you to guess them even. The original title was Ace Ventura. You have any guess what the parody name would be?
I'm gonna say Ass Ventura.
Ace Ventura Crack Detective versus the original film The Da Vinci Code.
Fuck, this one's tough. The Da Vinci Come.
The Da Vinci Load. You're on the right mark.
Yeah,
You should have got that one. And then the statement is The Truth Comes Out. So yeah, Ace Ventura versus the Da Vinci Load.
God, I wonder. I mean, first of all, the Da Vinci Code.
The Da Vinci Load.
The Da Vinci Load. I've never seen the Da Vinci Load, but I have seen the Da Vinci Code.
Oh, you're missing out.
Maybe once when I was 12. It left no impression on me. However, Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
Ace Ventura.
Again, never seen Ace Ventura, Crack Detective, but Ace Ventura, Pet Detective was one of the more impactful films on my youth.
Really?
100%. It had Jim Carrey, so that's one. It had Dan Marino, that's two. And it was like slapstick funny, and three. Like when I was 6 years old, that you couldn't give me something funnier than Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. And dude, the movie would have played so hard on that little like talking with your ass bit. Oh my god, I gotta give it to the Crack Detective just for that. They would have. I want to see that scene where they're like, when he does the like, I want to ask you a question, and then someone just gets fucked in the butt.
Love it.
And if that's if that's not what they did,
then what are they doing?
they missed out. Let us know. twoceesinapod@gmail.com. Have you seen? Send us a link, by the way.
To your favorite scene.
If just to that, I just want to see that scene. I want to see if they do the play on the ask you a question. Because yeah, I might have to check that one out. So, Ace Ventura, you're going over to the second round.
Next up is a contest between one originally a child's classic versus another, which is a little more adult themed, and some can already consider it a little bit unsafe for work. And the competition is Inspect Her Gadget versus Game of Bones. Winter is coming.
Game of Bones. Now, see, Game of Thrones. I mean, we see so much TNA to begin with.
Yep.
And D. A lot of D, but it's all PD.
PD.
Yeah, if you know what I mean. So I think you're allowed to show it, because if it was a full-on HD,
Right.
if all these guys were rocking around with big old HDs,
Right. Instead of petite.
or just like, or I guess you could say LDs. That one help?
Length.
No.
Long.
No.
Liquid.
No. Okay.
Lethargic.
UEDs.
UEDs. Untouched.
E.
UE. Educated.
Oh my god. This isn't gonna work. This isn't gonna work. But Inspect Her Gadgets. Like, what I like about that is the gangbang potential, because Inspector Gadget had, like the Go-Go Gadget arms and the legs and the neck, could stretch out, and like it was all mechanical and stuff. But I picture the amount of more people you could throw into a gangbang just because all sorts of limbs are movable, and I think that is what draws me towards Inspector Gadget.
I like that. I agree with that.
I'm gonna so Game of Thrones. It's pretty much a porno, anyways, just without actual penetration. But Inspector Gadget, they have to take advantage of these appendages, and you're going through the second round.
Beautiful. Next up is two 90s classics reverted into two flicks which are bound to have a lot of fun by, which you'll be sweating in the end of. That is Forrest Hump versus Drill Bill.
Drill Bill. Forrest Hump. God, I guess. How does that one play out? How does that one play out? It's like, at all, like the adversity in his life, he had to bang his way to overcome the adversity. Either that, or Drill Bill is the exact same thing, but instead of killing everybody on the way to Bill, you're fucking everybody on the way to Bill.
Perfect.
So
that's how you get up the corporate ladder, in my opinion.
That movie writes itself. You know, you could just do a scene by scene remake, except instead of fight scenes, it's big old bang scenes. You know, we have the one with oh my god, fucking the Lucy Liu character, you know, where like her scalp falls on, and the crazy 88s or the crazy whatever they're called. That's just a big old gangbang scene with all the blood and stuff. Yeah, I think that movie would be way more fun. Drill Bill.
Drill Bill.
Drill Bill. Volume 2, by the way.
No, this one was Volume 1. Sorry.
There's no Volume 2?
No, they did up to like 52, but this
God.
one I was talking about was the first version.
Does she ever drill Bill?
Oh, you have to watch.
Fuck. I don't want to watch. I don't want to watch 52 7-minute long videos.
Oh no, these are hour-long films.
Oh my god, it's longer than Kill Bill.
Next up, we have the classic '90s show that a lot of us have watched, and that's Dawson's Crack versus possibly one of my favorite titles. Not Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Honey, I Blew Everyone.
That's not even a play at that point. My God, this is a tough matchup. This is tough because they're both kind of bad. Dawson's Crack is not.
I think that it's a gay porno.
That's not like compelling enough.
No, it's pretty
Creak
weak.
to Crack
is
like, it's pretty weak. Exactly.
Like I can't believe you let Da Vinci's Load go.
No, I think
that's a good one.
I think Ass Ventura would take
Ass
that.
Ventura. Okay, yeah, those ones are competitive. I'll give it that.
But yeah, in this one, fucking Honey, I Blew Everyone. Like, I'm trying to think, like, that could just be like
Most of the things you watch already.
Well, I was gonna say a sequel to the movie Honey, starring Jessica Alba. It's like Honey, I Blew Everyone. So now this is like, is this a Honey, I Shrunk the Kids? Is this Honey, the film starring Jessica Alba where she plays a dancer? I don't know. It could be either of these two things. And even with Dawson's Crack, I would like that. It's as close to like, you know, Dawson's, what was the other one? Or Dante's Peak, as far as I know. Fuck, these are two bad matchups. Let's go with... fuck, these are both bad. Honey, I Blew Everyone.
Love it.
But I like to picture it as a sequel, like a porno sequel to the film Honey, starring Jessica Alba, where she plays a dancer. So it's like Honey, I Blew Everyone.
All right, well, let's get into the semifinals here. Mm-hmm. We have Ace Ventura, Crack Detective, versus Inspector Gadget.
This is a good one. This is another good one. You know, I mean, a lot of it, both, again, depends on how they play, you know, the plot to the actual show itself, or sorry, to the actual, like, you know, the movie itself. Especially that the big gag at the end where it turns out, you know, the police commissioner is a man the whole time. Like, how they play that could really strive for some comedy. I hope
it's all about potential here.
It's all about potential of quality of film. Inspector Gadgets. They're both pretty good. I'm gonna say Ace Ventura takes it to the next round.
Okay, and I think
matchup.
this was going to be an easy matchup for you, and that is Drill Bill versus Honey, I Blew Everyone.
Honey, I Blew Everyone.
Yes, Honey, comma.
The spiritual sequel to Honey, the film where Jessica Alba plays a dancer. See, if the Drill Bill, isn't there already a movie called Drill Bit Taylor? That's also suspiciously close to that movie. Also, Drill Bit Taylor. That could be a good one, too. Drill Bill, I'm going to say we'll take it. 52 parts is way too many, though. I feel like if Tarantino could collapse it into 2, the folks over at Drill Bill can certainly do the same. And I want to hear some story. I want to see some story.
So Drill Bill.
Yeah.
Drill Bill. Great. And just last up here, we're looking at the finale of this is Cameron's favorite movie that he has watched personally, as he has examined all these films critically, thought about the characters, thought about the plot development, and thought about how long each film actually took him to watch. Not in one shot, but as many shots as it took. And that is Ace Ventura, Crack Detective versus Drill Bill.
See, what it comes down to is strip the sex out of both of these movies. Which one is better? Ace Ventura or Drill Bill? The thing with Drill Bill is that you would have to capture the drama and the passion and the anger in the non-sex scenes, of course, right? Because it's quite a serious, dramatic film about a woman going on a killing rampage only to find that her thought-to-be deceased stillborn daughter turns out to be alive and well and waiting for her. Like, you have to capture that emotion in and out, weaving in and out of all the fucking. Where Ace Ventura, you can just kind of go for the ride and have fun. I mean, in the first scene, he gets blown by that Russian woman anyways. So we can just show that scene for real. And then they ask you a question. We can play into that. When he goes to they go to the swanky party and he escapes, or no, like the shark pool. Then he's like banging the shark or something. Or I don't know. I don't write porns. It's already fun. And I feel like when I'm watching a porno, I've never watched a full porn, but I feel like when I am, I would want to be sucked into the
narrative.
Exactly, right? And I just don't think I could go in and out of jerking it furiously while so much serious drama is occurring in Drill Bill in the off moments, But I think I would rather laugh. If something funny happened right after, I'm jerking it furiously. That'd be a lot of fun. So I think I'd enjoy it way more. So I gotta say, Ace Ventura, Crack Detective.
Love it.
You win.
Thought that was a pretty. Not gonna say that was a favorite of mine, but it definitely was. It was up there. I want to mention some of the honorable mentions that missed out on this great game.
Just missed the tournament, of course.
Just missed the tournament. Missionary Impossible.
That's a good one.
Night of the Giving Head.
That's a good one.
The Penetrator. Pulp Friction.
Hey.
And another one of my favorites, Shaving Ryan's Privates.
No, Shaving Ryan's Privates, or even Shaving Private Ryan. No, those, yeah, I heard about that on the schoolyard, Cam.
I thought that was a good one.
Back in the Kaza days. Or Kazan.
I don't know what Kaza is.
Kazan? Did you guys call it Kazan?
What the hell is that?
Do you remember?
Do you remember the 22nd night? Oh, fuck, we missed it.
We missed the 21st of September by a day, Cam, because I know it's crazy, but I gotta say, personally, I don't subscribe to the Earth, Wind, and Fire calendar. I'm more of a Gregorian guy. Call me crazy. Of course, the first day of fall comes, the summer equinox, but I don't celebrate the 21st of September.
I believe that was not Earth, Wind, and Fire's Taj Mahal, I believe correctly.
Folks, who do you think sung the song? That song, "Dance in September" was it Earth, Wind, and Fire and Taj Mahal, or Taj Mahal? Let us know at twoceesinapod@gmail.com.
Thank you. Could have been LCD Sound Systems as well, but we're not sure. That might be. We're not sure.
That would be a stretch, Cam. Would that be a stretch?
In September. You asked if I remember 9/11.
I did, but I think that moment has passed. No, Kaza was just it was a precursor to LimeWire.
Oh no, I don't. I don't.
Yeah,
remember
there
that
were
one at all.
right around Kaza or Kazaa. Let us know twoceesinapod@gmail.com. Was right around what was the first one, like Napster, Morpheus.
Napster. Yeah, Napster. The CEO went down hard.
So it was that precursor to LimeWire. Yeah,
Cool.
right when the internet was getting going.
Yeah, look at us now. Look at us now, internet. We showed you who's boss.
We did. We bought it. We bought all the internet.
Yeah. Still, someone asked me the other day, a friend of mine, listener to the show, called in. I consider all the friends or listeners of the show friends. He said, "Is DuckDuckGo still a sponsor?"
Okay, now this is interesting, of course. So we got some heat last week. We really buried the lead on this one, Cam, of misinformation. We spread some misinformation.
No.
Cam, I think it's best that we just kind of fess up to it.
No. I don't fess up.
I think it's just time.
No.
And listeners at home, I really got to apologize. I think I speak for everyone here at the Two Seasons Pod podcast and the Two Seasons Pod Network when I say we really don't know what happened to Dalia. He stopped calling us too. Okay, at this point, we have exhausted our options. We're calling 411. We've called 911. We've called 311. Nobody seems to know.
Yeah, no real news about him. Yeah, I just keep looking for. Well, my Google search names. Some say it's a little bit outdated, but I write Chris D'Elia doing stand up in my area. In my area is. I put in our building area address navigation to there for him to reach back out to us. Why isn't he calling me? Why? I gave you everything.
It's. Cam, it's like we've tried everything. We've tried everything at this point.
How could I not get a hit with that?
How could you not find that was so specific? Of course.
Why? I gave you everything.
Of course.
I thought that's like a direct note to him.
Cam, I don't know. I think it might be time for us, and I really hate to say this, but I think it might be time that we replace his hour on the network. I know.
Who do we got?
I'm just sifting through. I've got some papers because we had a couple paper applications, which I also thought was weird. But okay, okay. Sifting through here. So he says his name is Louis.
Jay Gomez.
That's not bad. He says his name is Louis, I guess. Louis Siskelly?
Louis Siskelly.
Louis Siskelly?
Siskelly? Is it Italian? Siskelly?
I'm not sure what it is. Siskelly. Hi, my name is Louis Siskelly. I have interest in hosting a show on your network. I've received 6 Primetime Emmy Awards for my work in a show that I wrote, starred, and directed in, also called Louis. Okay, we should check the show out. Sounds like it could be something. I've also won 2 Grammys for Best Comedy Album of the Year. Oh well, but this is quite an impressive resume, and then it just kind of trails off after that. Cam, well, this is fantastic news. I mean, we had a few applications. This man, Louis Siskelly, seems to fit the exact role of the Dalia presence that we really needed.
Perfect. Yeah. As long as he hasn't done anything, outlandish, I think we're fine.
I can't think of the name Louis Siskelly.
Siskelly, yeah.
In Siskelly. I can't think of that. I can't think I've ever heard that name before. I mean, six primetime Emmys though.
It must have been for sound production or something.
Oh yeah, it must have been for. No, he wrote right here: acting, directing, writing.
Oh.
Wow.
He must have been an extra. Just a really good extra.
Just a really good extra on a show. It was probably on some super...
but he wrote the show?
It was probably on some super shitty network, public access. It says it was on FX. Oh. It's an oddly big network.
I didn't watch a ton of it, but
I don't watch a ton of it either. These Grammy Awards too. I mean, we all know how easy it is to win a Grammy Award.
But let's give the guy a shot.
You know, I think we should give the guy a shot. I think this resume is impressive enough.
No questions
I'd love
asked.
to meet him. I mean, if he wants the show, it may be starting off this week. So, folks, of course, you subscribe to Two Seasons of Pod. Listen for the hour before our show, where it sounds like this new podcaster, Louis Siskelli, will be premiering a show. If all things go well.
Well, thank Mr. Siskelli. Hope I'm saying that right. Love to have you on board. I do like to have a lot of private meetings, so just come by my office anytime and love to chat with you.
Anytime, seriously, anytime you want to come into our offices, that is fine with us. It's a no-knock policy, by the way. Over here at Two Season a Pod.
I can't always promise what you're gonna get.
No knocking. You can just come in and sit down.
Just come in the door,
and everything will be fine.
Yeah,
everything will be fine. This is great. This is great, Cam. I'm glad. Moving on with a new chapter of the podcast too.
Yeah, it's nice to shed out the old fur and grow in some new hair. As they say in the business.
Yes, our winter coat is coming in.
Our winter coat is coming in.
If we were a dog.
Yeah, I think that's how it works. We'll see. I have to probably start cleaning up hair pretty soon.
Let's keep moving on with the show, Cam.
Keep plowing ahead, as they say in the business.
What business?
The business,
we keep talking about. Cam, I think it's time that we play another game. Cam, I think it's about time that we bring back a game that we haven't played in a long, long time. And Cam, I reached out to you. I said, I think we should do it. And you were like, no. And I was like, yes. And then you were like, no, come on, please. I don't want to do that anymore. And then I was
said,
like,
why?
And then I was like, Cam, it's really not that big of a deal. If you don't want to do it, you don't have, we don't have to. And then you said, I'm going to off myself. And then I responded, I was like, is that a sexual thing, or are you gonna kill yourself? And you responded, maybe it's both. And this went on for 45 or some odd minutes. Eventually, we just kind of came to the conclusion. We're just gonna play a little Free on Kijiji. A-I-J-I-J-I-K I-J-I-J-I-K
You know it, sir.
It was way more complicated than we made it, but we all know how this game is played. Of course, there's a lot of free shit out there. Even nowadays, there's tons of free shit that you can get.
People are getting rid of stuff that you just go, why is someone getting rid of this?
I found 22.5 pounds of little plates, of little a fucking workout plates, weights.
Did you pick them up?
Hell yeah, I did. It's like the same diameter as the bar that I have. So I just kind of got 20 pounds for free. That's free 25. That's free like $25.
I got a good story from QG. The other day, I want to pick up. Shannon's like, hey, let's go spend money on shelves. And me being a cheap ass, I'm like, spending money? No. I will find a way to do this cheaper. So then I look on Kijiji to see if there's any shelves. There's these exact floating shelves that we wanted, not free on Kijiji, for $10 for 2 shelves on Kijiji. I messaged the person, and I'm like, hey, can I pick these up whenever? They're like, yeah, sure. And then I look for their address, and it's on the same street as me.
On the same street, even.
Well, I email them. I go, hey, are you on this? This looks like you're in this area. She goes, yeah, I'm at, which is my address. They're in the same friggin' unit I'm in.
God, I'm so glad that we got the that bleep button working in time. Got to thank the interns. In the exact same little complex that you live in.
Exact same
So
complex.
you just fucking walked out your front door.
I said, let's meet at the garbage cans. There's 2 sets of garbage cans, and we fucking fucked up. So, and then he showed up with a mask. I didn't have a mask. I felt pretty bad about it, you know?
Yeah.
But I was like, it's outside. Yeah, I thought the rules. But yeah, shame on me.
Oh, well.
I get two Doug Ford slaps in the face.
Oh, and those are big. His hands are beefy.
Meaty hands.
Beefy hands. But you got these shelves for like $10 and you didn't even have to leave or you barely have to leave the house.
Barely had to leave the house.
Jesus. Christ, Cam, what a great story. It's always great to hear so many great free on Kijiji stories. But let's see if we can play this, Cam. I'm going to walk into an elevator.
You're going to walk into an elevator. You got to press the button, or doors are closing.
Oh, the doors are closing. Oh, shit. Oh, Jesus Christ. These are...
Hey, you're that, you're that boss man, right?
That boss man or the boss man?
Yeah, I'm the cleaner, man. I'm the cleaner, man. Yeah.
Yes. You want to go on?
All right, brother. Thanks for letting me chat. Peace out.
Christ, burnout.
Oh man, why are you guys calling this burnouts, man? We're the guys that clean your office, brother.
Mainly to do because of your voice, I think.
You're killing me, brother. I was just gonna offer you something. You know, I saw that you like collecting stuff. Your office is full of pretty expensive, art and just like old collectibles and stuff like that.
I have a lot of those ships in bottles.
There's a lot of cool stuff you
A
got
lot of
in
that
there.
kind of stuff. Yes,
I did. Sometimes the other guys, they might take some stuff. I won't rat them out though. It's not me.
Has anyone been taking anything? Well, I don't know.
Oh no! Don't forget I said anything. If you haven't noticed, yeah,
my
cool.
floor is coming up.
Yes, and that's what I want to talk to you about. I actually have something from the 80s. That's you're not gonna believe. I have 1980s carpet adhesive, full cans of it. You're an antiques guy, and your floors are coming up. I got something for you. Free of charge. Are you in or are you out?
For my 80s, my 80s shag carpeting, can stick to the floor?
Hey, listen, brother, I'm not the guy collecting antiques.
I guess I'll have to take it.
That's right, folks. It's a 1980s carpet adhesive, and he is trying to get rid of it. The adhesive can is full. Give it a good shake, and there are signs of life. Don't know what this could be used for, what this guy's getting rid of for. It has the original Canadian Tire logo on the top of it, and it is from Steve, and Steve does have 5 positive reviews in Kitchener, so might be worth checking out if your floors are coming up as well.
It may be worth it just for the Canadian Tire logo alone.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
I gotta wonder why you went with 60s drug addict, though. Weird. That was an interesting choice.
You got to change it up every now and then, right? You got to work on your diversity of characters, as they say in the business.
We keep talking about the business.
If you're in, you're in. If you're
and
not,
the listeners, they're not gonna get it, anyways.
No, there's not.
Okay, Cam.
Give it to me straight, boss. Doors are closed now. The doors are closed now.
Jesus Christ.
This is the elevator speaking.
Jesus Christ! We really got to do something about these. Doors. Jesus.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh shit. Johnson. Yeah. You work. We work same floor. I'm in accounting. You're in finance.
Executive level. Yeah.
Executive level. Yeah. I
CFO to you. It's Mr. Johnson.
I do have to. I do have to say. I'm sorry. I when I was leaving the office the other day, I saw that big car accident that you got into in that Dodge 1500 of yours. Is that a 2000? That's a 2000.
You didn't see me in the driver's seat, did you?
I did. Yeah. You were driving,
no,
and you sort of pulled out as if no cars were coming.
No, she was driving.
But then
she was driving.
But then
she was driving.
But then
repeat after me. Repeat after me.
But then it knocked into your back half. I saw that. It looked like your whole truck.
What
bed
are
was
you
totaled.
talking to me for? What is this about?
Seems like your whole truck bed was totaled.
The damage is irreparable of what happened there, but yeah, the truck's a little bit broken.
Jesus Christ. Well, I mean, I feel really bad about what happened. It didn't seem like you were to blame due to the accident. So I gotta say, I have the front half of a 2000 Dodge 1500 just sitting in my front yard.
Really?
Yeah, you can have the whole thing. I mean, if you don't mind paying just to kind of get it out of there, I have the entire first half. It's total for free.
I have to pay something to get it out?
Yeah, well, yeah. Or unless you can lift it. I mean, you do look like a strong guy, but I don't know if you can lift a car.
I think you'd be set a challenge.
I
went to Harvard, right?
Harvard, yeah, classic
rowing team,
classic athletic
brother.
school. I mean, you're welcome to literally try to haul it away.
I'll fucking row that
or
shit
you
any
could
day,
just,
bro.
Okay. Well, do you want this truck?
Fuck it. Yeah, I'll take it. Why not?
Take it.
Wow, what a find! Half a truck.
Half a truck, only the front half though. So
I mean, they're not going to give it a full one.
I wonder what happened to the back half.
Probably got used for parts.
Yeah, could be. But yeah, front half of a truck. What do you know? Like yeah, just like the fucking front half.
I found another good thing on here. I wanted to tell you about, but I think it's gone already. But 2 golden finds, I'd say. I love when you're Googling around on it and you actually find things that you're like, I'm a little bit curious about that, actually.
What would I do with half of a truck?
There's, free. He's got a lot of wood in there, a lot of pianos.
Mm-hmm.
Not carpets, those are a little bit gross. But sticks, a lot of, what do you call those, pallets, I guess?
Yeah. Skids.
Pallets. Skids
is the word you're looking for.
Skid Row, baby. I'm trying to find the last one that I found. Mobile hair treatments. God, it's gone, Cam. I apologize.
Nothing to be sorry about.
Sorry, I gave you everything. I'm sorry. Why?
Why? And God, that was a fun game. That was a fun game, Cam.
Yeah, it was a fun game. It's nice to come back to it. I think I got to work on my character development though, and I think one day I'll be ready. One day I'll be ready for Broadway.
Broadway, of course, that's the goal out of all this. Of course, the Two Seasons Pod charitable work really brings a lot of joy to our spirits. But Broadway, it brings joy to our hearts.
Oh, I found it. It was a free car wash, and we're local detailers seeking disaster vehicles to detail. We will clean your vehicle for free as we create a video for our YouTube channel. The car must be a mess. No shame here.
Oh, that's cool.
I love it.
That's not bad.
But the picture he takes is like, it's the most disgusting car ever.
Well, yeah, because you need the shittiest car.
And that's the thing. I'm not going to, that's difficult.
Yeah. Where can you find the shittiest car?
Well, not so much that. It's like, do I want to risk getting my sweater not my sweater, sorry, my car that dirty? And then call them up, be like, or do I call them up and be like, hey, do you guys take it next week? They're like, yeah, sure. And then I can just destroy it.
I guess it's whatever you want to do until
then I'm gonna then I'll feel like shit about it.
Cam, it's whatever you want to do until you give it to them. I mean, it's not like it's your car up until the point that you give them the car, and then you kind of,
But what if they say no?
I think because its car's not dirty enough.
Imagine that you come there and you're like, this thing's filthy. They're like, it's not dirty enough. We don't want it. We don't want your clean old car. Get out of here, you goddamn hippie.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I'm sure they would just refuse your car and then move on to the next one. There's probably a big ass line for somebody to get their shitty car.
Get out of here, you loser, you clean guy. What do you? We use hand sanitizer and mouthwash. You animal. That's what they told me.
That's what they told you.
Yeah.
Not nice people over there in Kitchener.
Want to play a little Urban Dictionary word of the day?
AIDS, bum, cum, douche, edge, fap, gimp, herb, ike, jerk, cush, lamp, mac, narc, oaf, pank, queet, re, slore, tilth, of, vag, walk of shame, zon, yeet, and zuck. Now let's play some balderdash. Urban Dictionary balderdash. It's almost what it's called.
It's almost what it's called. Reverse Monopoly.
God.
Damn it.
Write us out, twoceasinapod@gmail.com. Are you pissed at Cam or me? Let us know which one you hate the most. The most.
Who's the one who makes more mistakes in the show? It's not me. It's not me. Just for listeners at home. All right, I'm ready if you're ready.
Let's go for it.
A clock method. Used in a sentence, I passed my test thanks to the clock method.
The clock method. Wait, clock? Just like clock.
Yep.
Okay. The
I
clock.
passed my test thanks to the clock method.
Maybe like pass my test using the clock method. I don't know, something to do with counting. No, I'm gonna say it means like it's like a sarcastic thing. It's like you didn't actually like you didn't know anything about the test. You just literally watched the time go by.
You're very close,
And
but not really.
Oh, okay.
But you could technically pass a test using the clock method. You know, I'm gonna tell you what it is.
Yeah, no, that was my best guess. That was my best guess.
Okay. Well, it's a method of guessing multiple choice tests that involves looking at the position of the second hand. If it's between 12 and 3, it's A. 3 and 6, B. 6 and 9, C. And 9 and 12, D. That makes sense?
That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
And that's for all those kids coming out in the future. In the next few weeks, we're going to have their midterm tests. And I just got too drunk. Give that a shot. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised by the... Or you just guess. I don't know. That's easy as well. But this is a little bit of a fun way if you need to stay for the whole hour.
That's interesting. That's fun.
Fun. We're keeping it clean this time. Instead of pimping and knocking and pimp nails and all kinds of shit related to cocaine and sorority squatting and
of course
just disgusting things.
Of course. Of course. Cam, we're in the interest of staying clean. I've got one for you right here. The word we're looking for is queet.
And you said we're staying clean?
We're staying very, very, very clean.
Could you use that in a sentence, please?
Can I?
Is it a noun?
I guess what is it? I guess it's a verb. It's a verb.
So I could have queeted.
You can. Oh yes, you can definitely queet.
Sounds very much like queef. But I think it's very clean. But I feel like you're doing a little play on words here.
Well, it's not my play. This is somebody else's play.
I think a queet is cleaning out your private parts with a hose.
Cam, we're going clean.
Yeah, so you're cleaning it. That's right.
It has nothing
You
to do.
can't even use it in a sentence. You have to use it in a sentence.
God, how would I use it in a sentence? No, using it in a sentence would just give away exactly what it is.
Oh, okay. So now we're just changing all the rules. You're just gonna throw me.
Okay, how about I queeted and it felt good. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I don't think it's my first answer there.
Well, cleaning your genitals.
I queeted and it felt good. Queet. Quit. You quit cleaning. You quit something. You queeted. I'm still going with the first definition. God damn, Cam.
With your cleaning. No, well, that was, and that was actually pretty good because it does involve water. I'll certainly tell you that. Because, Cam, you were being clean. No, queeting is when you fill the bathtub with water and then you fart so the bubbles tickle your chode taint area.
I don't think that's clean.
very clean. It's underwater.
I thought you were talking about safe for radio.
You can probably use bubble bath. No, Cam, I think I was just being...
You're being a little bit lippy.
What's the word? Let me
Short.
search right here. No. The Merriam-Webster guys, they have it. I'm ruffling through some papers right now they just gave me.
A lot of them just have pictures of Brad Pitt.
A lot of pictures of bottom down nude Brad Pitt.
Brad Spit.
Brad Spit, right. Johnny Depp. Sarcastic. Sarcastic.
got it.
I was being sarcastic.
Learned that one. I've heard that word before.
Right, yeah. Who wrote the song, though? Let us know, twoceesinapod@gmail.com.
Sarcastic?
That's how you play Urban
It
Dictionary.
was John Denver.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's how you play Urban Dictionary, Balderdash.
Country Road, Take Me Home, West Virginia, to a place I don't know. Let's move on to our favorite game, the one that's lasted, The Tale of Time. And that is this a real headline or did I make it up myself? Is the name of the show. I gave you everything, why.
The exact quote. Of course, that is the game that we all know as Headline or Asinine.
Hey, headline or headline or asinine.
And I'll start us off here.
Sure.
Big feller. Hey, brother, I'm reading the news today. Did you hear that Kraft Dinner is pushing to be included in the food group graph?
An odd way to present. Cam, Kraft Dinner pushing to be in the food group graph. Well, of course, so what do we have, Cam? We've got meat. That's a food group.
Broccoli.
We have broccoli. That's a second food group. Oat milk. That's the third food group, and then bagels. So those are our four.
And then cheat days.
And then cheat days. So of course we have meat, broccoli, bagels, and oat milk. And Kraft Dinner could probably just join right in there. I wonder what the macros on a thing of Kraft Dinner is. It's probably not as bad as like we think it is, but eating it all the time would be terrible. Just like eating broccoli all the time is terrible. Just like eating bagels all the time are terrible. Just like drinking oat milk all the time. Just like eating meat all the time is terrible. I mean, eating Kraft Dinner is probably no like better or worse, I guess. And it's 2020. It's a crazy year. That's a headline.
No, I made it up. You got big fella. All right, so here is your quick facts. Quick facts. So at 3 grams of fat, 250 calories. You're looking at about 47 grams of 47 grams of carbs. With about 6 grams of sugar, so it's a lot of starch. You're looking at 2 grams of starch, but 9 grams of protein. So we're cashing in big there, fellas.
Pretty good protein.
And only 1.5 gram of saturated fat. And yeah, so that's kind of the big ones that you want to be looking out for.
Like, that's not bad. That's not bad.
Sodium's pretty bad. So you're looking at about 24% of your daily dosage of sodium with 570 milligrams. Or if you think about it otherwise, 57 grams of sodium.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not good. It's not bad.
Not just something.
Okay, Cam.
Oh my god, that's all for a third of a box.
Oh shit. 20 that's 27 grams of protein right there.
27 grams of protein, but also that is almost 150 carbs.
Let's go. Pack them on, Cam.
Let's go. 9 grams of fat. And then we're talking almost at 75% of your sodium intake for the day if you had a whole box. And let's be honest, if I'm cracking open a box, I'm less than likely to share it.
Okay, Cam. Are you ready for one here?
Are you ready for this?
We should get more into jock jams.
I like that. The
Cam,
old Queen song.
TikTok users are reshaping their teeth with nail files.
That sounds so painful because I think there's nerves after a while. I don't even think you have to go that deep down because, I mean, you think about chipping your tooth and then like, oh man, when it touches anything, you're like, kill me and slap me in the face and call me Susan because that shit hurts. But TikTok users are doing a lot for attention. They were eating Tide Pods before. They're, grabbing their own dad's dick for attention. So I'm going to go ahead and say this is a headline.
Cam, this is a headline. Of course, we all remember, the various challenges.
Yeah.
The plank challenge, the fucking be rude in public challenge. And this one is no different because TikTokers are taking it to themselves and fucking filing down or doing it, I think. And I guess enough people are believing this and trying to do it themselves. That's really all I can kind of gather from the story. I don't have TikTok, nor do I want to download it and see I can have. But of course, every single medical association that ever has been is all like, nah, don't fucking do this. If you reshape your teeth,
certainly
it affects the way you chomp down on stuff, and then it messes up your whole jaw. Once your enamel's gone, it's gone forever. God, don't do it. Of course, while using a nail file could provide a quick fix, it won't necessarily fix the original issue that made them uneven in the first place. So just love your teeth for what they are.
And you don't have to love yourself, baby. You remember that one?
Not at all.
Justin Bieber classic. 'Cause if you like the way you look so much, then baby, you should go and love yourself.
You got it, Cam. God, you've been singing a lot in this podcast lately. You know that?
Well, I'm trying to get a record deal here.
You're trying.
This is the way that I'm going to boost my platform.
This is how you do it.
All right. Headline or asinine. Not all rats like to be tickled. Scientists discover.
Now, I didn't know that some rats like to be tickled, let alone not all of them or none of them. Rats, I feel bad for rats, because they live in the shittiest conditions. They're the ones we probably test on the most. But they won't go down without a fight. For all the species we've killed in the world over time, it's amazing that we haven't killed the rat.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people have them as pets, though, too.
Oh, well, of course, a lot of people have them as pets, and I guess, but, I'm sure the people determining whether or not they enjoy to be tickled aren't, your average pet owner just kind of sticking their finger on their belly. God, yeah, I guess they can, they have a mind of their own, don't they? They do tests, so, of course, they can probably see if it enjoys it or not. Whether or not it, understands it as tickling, who the fuck knows? That's science-y, and I'm going to say that you made it up, and it's asinine.
It is a headline, my friend, and apparently, after looking into it, most rat aficionados are aware of the idea that rats enjoy being tickled and will laugh when stimulated. So they make this high-pitched wheezing. It's when you tickle them, but scientists have done some studies, and it turns out that not all rats make that same noise or enjoy it. Those that didn't laugh were not enjoying it. So next time you tickle a rat, remember that we're all individuals, and if you don't like being tickled, maybe your rat doesn't either.
Interesting. Step 1, don't get a fucking rat as a pet. Come on, people, that's insane.
I was really hoping this was going to be a story about people in prison who snitch.
Oh yeah, rats like to be tickled, when they're getting beaten up or something.
Yeah.
For being a snitch. Cam, are you ready for this one?
Snitches get stitches. Let's hear it, big fella.
Constipated woman lost 10 years of memory after straining too hard on the toilet.
Straining too hard on the toilet. I've heard there's a number of people who die every year from trying to poop too hard, and I learned that in high school, and then I just always took 10% off.
So wait, out of your poops, you know what your maximum is, but the
maximum was
like you're in Dragon Ball Z trying to fire up, like you're going Super Saiyan.
Exactly. So that's 100%. So I sit in the 90s. Because the 100 is dangerous. One day you'll die. Now, can you get back that much memory? I feel like you're pulling at my heartstrings here, because I love this story if it was true. But I'm going to go ahead and call asinine.
Cam, you're gonna
Emphasis on
love
the
this.
asinine.
You're gonna love this story. Because it's an actual headline. This happened in Hong Kong, where a woman claims that she lost 10 years worth of her memories after straining too hard while she was constipated. Of course, they spoke to her son. Media reports spoke to her son, claimed that her mother had been constipated for over 2 weeks and was so extremely uncomfortable after she... was eventually, after 2 weeks, able to drop the kids off at the pool, as it were. She came out of the bathroom displaying signs of amnesia. According to her son, she couldn't remember anything that happened in her life in the last 10 years. She couldn't remember anything. Her family took her to the hospital, where a brain scan showed nothing abnormal with her brain function. They kept her around, and her memory started to return after 8 hours, but she had no recollection of anything that had happened for that entire day. This is a true thing that happens. They spoke to a neurologist over there in China, said that it is actually possible to lose your memory from straining too hard. The phenomenon is called transient global amnesia. And in her case, this would have happened due to the increase in abdominal and intracerebral pressure that caused a lack of oxygen flow to her brain, which resulted in short-term memory loss. This can actually also happen also to people who frequently carry heavy objects, are at a high risk of experiencing this. So just remember, kids, eat your kiwi, drink your prune juice. You want to stay?
And remember that every box of KD has every box, not every serving size, has 6 grams of dietary fiber.
Boom, right there. You'll be shitting it out.
Boom. This podcast is sponsored by Craft Dinners.
Craft Dinner, thank you.
Not all the stats we were making on the podcast are actually true, and some of them are fake. Okay. Used condoms cleaned and resold in southern Vietnam.
Cleaned and resold. Oh my god. I mean, there are some tough jobs in the world, like a sanitation worker.
This is a job for Mike Rowe. Dirty Jobs, Discovery Channel.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that show that is probably still going very well, and a lot of people are still watching it. God, this would suck if that was your job. I also wonder how they get them. Like, is it like a beer store thing where you buy, like when you buy beer, you also pay for the deposit on the bottle and then you get it back when you bring the cans or the bottles back? Are condoms kind of work like that? Is this, did you say South Korea or North Korea?
This is Vietnam.
Vietnam.
You
So you said
bastard.
neither Korea. This is crazy because I don't know
pro-Asia
how.
podcast,
I don't know,
by the way.
I don't know who would collect them.
Southern Vietnamese people.
I can't think of like how they would, because don't you just kind of slap it right off and then go Kobe and throw it into the in the nearest trash can?
Well, Cameron, in Vietnam they don't play American basketball.
They play basketball out there. Just wait. They love Kobe and Michael Jordan and Steph Curry and all those people. I'm gonna say this is gross, and it's a headline.
You got it right. Yeah, sometimes the wildest stories are true. And this one, it doesn't have a ton of detail in it, but it's in the Binh Duong province. They've seized 324 used condoms that were about to be cleaned and resold in the market. They also found used condoms weighing 360 kilos that were packaged and ready for sale without brand names. Once a month, somebody delivered thousands of used condoms to her, which is very... that raises a lot of questions.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, you know what it probably is? It probably is like a whorehouse.
A brothel, as they're known.
Oh, the PC term, the brothel.
Yeah, I don't think we...
Did we get rid of whorehouse? Is that
why couldn't we bleep that one out? We were able to bleep Buddy's address, and we couldn't bleep out Cam saying whorehouse. Yeah,
a slut mansion, as we used to call them.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, that would that would play out. That would play out thousands though. Wow, Jesus Christ.
Well, at first I read that I'm like, somebody delivered thousands of used condoms. Like, dude, that dude's getting laid fucking all the fucking time.
They went to Wilt Chamberlain's house and they just took his old domes. Wow.
Oh man, that's brutal. Because like it's always a good idea to tie it off at the top. You don't just like rip, slip, and then pull the fade.
Wait, what? Like it's an inflatable balloon? You tie it off?
I do that.
Get
so
it all
make a
over your
mess.
fingertips?
No, you just.
Oh, it's quick.
You know,
oh, it's
throw it in your
that's
mouth.
Quick.
You know, and get it real tight.
Well, yeah, I
shoot
can
it out the window, see if it sticks.
I can do the cherry stem in my with my tongue. Maybe I can kind of pull something else off. You know.
I hear you loud and clear, brother. Well, I know what we're doing next weekend.
Oh, baby.
Ooh.
Cam, are you ready for your final headline?
Let me hear it.
Woman delivers baby after watching YouTube tutorial.
Oh, I could easily see this. If I'm going to go ahead and think, it's going to be in America, because like having a baby in America is like $40,000. Did you know that?
I did know some things. Yeah, some things like that, just exorbitantly expensive.
Yeah. So I mean, fuck, I would do that if I was like dead ass broke. I'm like, I can't go into $40,000 of debt right now, and I have no insurance. And Corona is taking you off of your paycheck and shit like that, and you no longer have insurance, and you hate yourself, and you don't know whose kid this is, and yeah, and then you're just like, fuck it. YouTube has some great content on it, and yeah, boom, bada bing. Next thing you know, you have a little Kyle running around drinking Monsters.
So you're saying?
Oh, headline.
You're saying headline, and Cam, you're right. That's a headline. Your story's a little bit off, though. It wasn't in the States. It happened in the UK, and it wasn't so much of a couldn't afford it. It was more of the I didn't know I was pregnant situation.
Oh, I like those classics.
Yeah, she went to go use the this woman from the UK went to go use the washroom, and then it wasn't shit. It was a baby coming out, and she had no one else in her hotel room that she could have reached out to, and she had to make it happen. I guess she had to make the choice. And she went on YouTube and searched how to deliver a baby. That's right, she delivered her own baby.
I don't think that's out of the blue.
That's well, I've never delivered a baby, so I think it would be difficult, and I find that impressive.
I worked for UPS for quite a while, and they
you
came
did,
more than you thought.
yeah. That's one thing that not a lot of people know is that Cam used to work for UPS, and that every UPS driver has to know how to deliver a baby.
Deliver a baby. Yeah,
that's part of the training.
Of
yeah, that's part of the training. You need no formal collegiate education, but they will.
But you do need a signature when you leave.
They will train you on how to deliver a baby. Cam, you're right.
And
that
that's
was
what we
asinine.
called wordplay.
I think there's been some of that this show. That's all the time we have for the podcast, though. I think the radio show, of course, Kim Mitchell is coming up in a little bit to cover your drive home.
Cover your drive home.
Oh, drive time radio hosts. Let's pour one out for them. Let's pour one out for the radio hosts who made hundreds of thousands of dollars working in that glorious 7 to 10 a.m. chunk, and then in the 4 to 7 p.m. chunk.
Like we are doing now.
Like we are doing right now, of course. Kim Mitchell, not many people are driving home anymore, so he's had to force himself over to the podcast station. So he'll be coming up in the studio a little bit later.
And maybe playing his favorite song, Jesse's Girl. I wish I was Jesse's Girl.
Did Kim Mitchell write... Jess? Did Kim Mitchell write Jesse's Girl?
Jesse's Girl. Jesse's Girl.
Which,
I can't find a woman like that. You know the one.
Oh, I know the one you're talking about. Did Kim Mitchell write it? I don't know. Let us know. twoceesinapod@gmail.com. Cam, any final words for the kids at home?
Did you know the national animal of Scotland is a unicorn?
I do now. Take care, folks.
Oof. Tough crowd.
Party.
Continuing
Tonight on Two C's in a Pod. 96.7 on your Two C's in a pod, 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 two C's just like two C's in a pod, because we're two C's in a pod, just like two C's in a pod, two C's in a pod at gmail.com.